Okay, I hope. Oh, microphone wouldn't be too bad. I hope you guys can hear me. Welcome to this live stream. Thumbs up if you can hear me, because we really, built the stream setup today. Until the very last minute, it was quite complicated to get all the different screen setups and monitors and everything set up. And as you can see in the background, hiding behind my right screen is Yannik. And I can also show you Yannik in an actual screen, and I can also hand over the microphone to you, Yannik. So say hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Yeah, it works. Wow.
Nice. Technology. Yeah, we had some fun with that until, minutes ago, literally. So, good thing that this is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Nice. So, only thing that's missing is us doing what we're supposed to do at Fuji, which is easier said than done, if you ask me. The track is really rather technical, so I don't know. Should be a very interesting one to see who actually manages to pull it off here. First time racing online for me in the LMGT3 cars, I gotta say. I did try them a couple times, of course, but mostly offline. So this is gonna be an interesting first, I'd say. Probably not at the easiest place of them all in LMU, but for Michel, you have a first as well in this case, don't you? I think car choice in that case.
Yeah, actually, I will try the Porsche today. Not the Mustang, because I just thought, hey, that's the other new car, and why not try that? We can also switch to the gameplay scene now. So you should now see also my screen and my cam, and also the room cam. And when I do this, we switch to Yannick's gameplay. I hope there's nothing secret on it now. Okay, and then we can see Yannick's view. So we can also, like, you have your own stream deck, Yannick. You can, if you think, hey, there is some action going on right now, we can always change to your view. Okay. Great, then we're in the practice, so time to get in some laps. Yeah, guys, just let me know really when you need some audio tweaks or you can't hear the game properly or anything. Just let me know, then I can fix it on the fly. I forgot my gloves. Quickly getting my gloves. And welcome everyone again to our Racing Club stream. Yannick, maybe you can tell them what this is all about. I'll hand you the microphone again.
Meanwhile, I've already this is gonna be so weird during the race. Already switched to my view again in the meantime. So as we're driving out here at Fuji in the Mustang, so big B8 motor. Racing club event. Our premium members have access to our nice racing club, which has events across multiple sims over the course of the week. Just last week we had our very first Le Mans Ultimate event, so this is the follow-up to that basically. And last week was pretty good, I'd say. That was a multi-class LMP2, LMGT3 race at Sebring, of course, to sort of align with the real 12 hours of Sebring that happened over the weekend. This time it's gonna be a bit of a different story. We're running the LMGT3s, as you can see, and there's already someone spinning, my Mustang colleague here. At a, like I said, very technical track. You can already see this long right-hander with basically two apexes, but they don't really jump out at you. So it's quite a different story than Sebring in that sense. It's relatively smooth, so no super bumpy concrete everywhere. It should make for a very interesting race. I think we also should see a pit stop, because these things can go for about 50 minutes or so. So not quite the hour-long race distance, which is a bit annoying if you want to consider like fuel saving, for instance, which is unlikely to actually work you know, in a way that it is worth your while. So it's probably just going to be all about driving flat out for the most part, and then taking that final splash for the rest of the race. Should be pretty interesting to see as we exit the somewhat tedious final sector here at Fuji, down the long main straight, where even a GT3 car will go up to 265-ish, at least in the Mustang. I don't know if the Porsche is faster or not, but yeah, it's still pretty rapid down here. We have a place for the car exiting the pits. To the hairpin we go, and out of it as well. Which is nice. One of the easier corners, so to speak, because it doesn't have a super late apex or a somewhat hidden apex or whatever. This is where it's starting to get a bit hairy. You want to be early on the throttle. You also don't want to run wide and compromise your entry into this hairpin right here, of course. I have no idea how I'm going to stack up pace-wise against these guys. I thought I was doing relatively well at Sebring until we got to the actual qualifying session. And then, yeah, butts were kicked, and I wasn't really doing much kicking, so... yeah, let's see how it goes here. Maybe those technical tracks are more my forte, I don't know. Difficult to tell right now, probably because I'm running race fuel as well, so pretty heavy car, of course. Probably gonna be super depressing once I get over the line here. Already got another car in tow here. I think it might be time to hand over to Michel at some point. There we go, 43.2, not that great, but also not that terrible.
Thank you, Yannik. Ah, we were actually showing my gameplay. Ah, you switched already. Okay, oh, that's so kind of you, and now I am in the grass. Oh! Okay, I hope you guys can hear us okay. That's you, Yannik, right? Ah, no, it's not you. Ooh. How many people are registered, by the way? 23, okay. It's not multi-class today, it's only LMGT3, but maybe Yannik already mentioned that. Yeah, the reason why we ran short on time was that I just found out that some capture cards have less capability than others. Something you could find out in advance, but... So we had two 21:9 screens, and the 4K capture card, the inbuilt capture card can do that, like ultra-wide, but the external can't, so... We had the luxury problem of then quickly switching to triples on my rig here, which is nice. So I really need to get some practice in now. I only did a few laps at home yesterday in a completely different setup, but this one feels quite nice. I'm currently running the Conspit CCP light pedals that we are currently reviewing. With some haptic motors, like they have vibration shakers, rumble motors, and they are pretty nice. Telling me when I'm in ABS and in TC, and that feels really good, so... And then actually racing with the Magic Alpha Mini here. While Yannik rocking the Simocube Ultimate. Is it the Ultimate? I'm not quite sure. No, it's the Simocube 2 Pro that we are running here. I have to say the Porsche has some nice rotation. I don't know, how about you, Yannik? Is it in the Mustang? Is it feeling heavier? Yeah. Yeah, so the Porsche... Yeah, so we can't really talk with... The two microphones didn't work today. So we just have one microphone that we share, so you can hear either my voice or Yannick's. I have a purple time in Sector 2, which is quite surprising. Didn't expect to be here on pace at all, and it's a 1:41. That's actually P1, what the hell? What? How is this even possible? What's going on? So guys, sound okay? Could the engine be a bit louder? Let me know. It's quite funny because at home I use the SimMagic Alpha U, like the top end, top of the line SimMagic wheelbase, and here it's the Alpha Mini, which is 10 Newton meter compared to 23, and the base characteristic is so similar. It's hilarious. It's just really that you of course have a bit more strength and a bit finer detail, but really on the scale, you wouldn't say it's like double or 100% better. Not at all. It's very similar, and that's quite surprising. That's a great test I'm doing here today in the office setup. You need second gear here. Yeah, so the Porsche rotates very well under braking, which helps a lot, especially here in sector 2 and 3, because these corners in Fuji, they require rotation so much. That's why I thought the Porsche might be a good choice, also from the pure driving characteristics. Yeah, that lap was a bit slower. Let's concentrate a bit. Okay, one more lap, then I can do another race setup test. This corner, lost a bit of entry. Yeah, this one you have to be very sensitive. That was a bit slow. Quickly on the throttle. Yeah, purple sector 1 now. Nice. Rotated nicely into that one. Don't use too much curb here. I lost some time. No, that was too much on the accelerator, so Schröder just got P1. Nice. I will just quickly check the audio. Meanwhile, I will hand over to Yannik again. Changes.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope. As we are pestered by a placeholder car in our mirror. Whoops. I'm going extremely wide here through here. Go ahead then. Don't mind. I also need to figure out how to switch off these labels, because I don't really like floating names over the cars, but we'll figure that one out. Yeah, so the Mustang doesn't really rotate as well as the Porsche, I'd say. Like I mentioned, it's pointier than you would think, but it's still a big boy V8, of course, so don't expect it to be the second coming of a Ferrari F2004 or something. It's still very pleasant to drive, and it has a great soundtrack, if you ask me, so that makes up for it in a way. I also only practiced yesterday a little bit, and that was at home too, so different setup. So instead of my trusty DD2 Fanatec base and the Venom pedals I run at home, it's like Michel said, the SimCube base, the SimLab XP1 pedals actually, and yeah, something I'm not really used to, the Mercedes AMG F1 wheel, also by SimLab, which is a decent fit as well for a GT car. Just have to get used to the very narrow shifter paddle. It's really more of a shifter stick, if you will. There's enough space for your middle finger, basically, and that's it. But it's worked out so far. So looking forward to the race, actually. Hello, Sick. Hello. And yeah, as you can see, we're pretty much average in this, so very much in the middle of the field here, so far anyway. It should be interesting to see how that changes, or if that changes during qualifying. I think I cracked the 42s in practice at some point, but it was towards the end of the stint. I was way too early on the brakes. As you can see, the delta immediately red, so that doesn't help. It's also fascinating to see that in cars that are, you know, regulated to actually perform somewhat similarly to each other over the course of a lap, there's still, whoops, that's too late as well, there's still a discrepancy of like 2.5 seconds or even more sometimes here. It's pretty crazy how fast some of these premium guys are, and gals probably, that we have on OverTake. Well, that's the cool part about the racing club. It's not like you need to have a certain pace or something. It's really just all about having fun with like-minded people, and you know, racing faster people in like a league sort of setting does actually give you a good opportunity to get faster, you know, either by just asking them for tips or by just trying to, you know, follow their line, for instance, if you meet them on track, basically. So it's definitely not something to shy away from, in my opinion. This lap was pretty trash, not gonna lie. But we still got 10 minutes left in practice here, so there's some more pace to be found. And if not, we're just gonna go down the consistency route, kind of like at Sebring after the start shenanigans. Is the grid complete by now? We got 19 cars in this session, so technically 4 are still missing. Let's see if they decide to show up for quali, or in time for quali anyway. Would be nice. The way I think we're in for a decent sized grid here. Not as big as last week, but yeah, it should be interesting to see if that changes next week, because then we're heading to Portimao for another multi-class event, this time not featuring the LMP2s but the hypercars. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, because I love my hypercars. Alright, at least I'm somewhat consistent here. And also just 1/100th of a second slower than Connor. This injustice cannot stand. It's fine a few more tenths, hopefully. So weird sometimes to nail these braking spots. Or braking points, rather. Because in one moment it feels like you're way too early, and like half a centimeter further down the road you're way too late somehow, sometimes. Right here it's not exactly confidence inspiring, somehow. This one has to be the worst braking zone in existence. Sure. Or at least close to it. This is a close second. So Michel, how are you doing over there?
Time 1:43.31.
Very focused, I assume. Because no response from my left. Now that was a look over there. Let me.
Okay, back here in the Porsche. Doing a few like race stints with the race setup now. Bit more fuel. And I hope this time I will nail the virtual energy. Last time that was a disaster towards the end of the race. Now this corner is still a bit tricky for me to release the brake just in the right amount. To get used to the trail braking and especially the releasing of the brake a little bit, because that's so crucial in this car to get the right angle of rotation and yeah, grip, especially also corner exit, quite tricky in the Porsche, because if you overdo it, it starts to rotate too much. So like here, for example, you tap the brake just quickly and the car just beautifully rotates into this right-hander. Also here, we don't really use all the track to the right. Just try to get to the inside here quickly. Same with the final corner, that's so important to maintain speed for the long straight. We have 4 minutes left. We dropped to 7th in the meanwhile. Ah, Binsbergen is also here from the race club. I know this guy from also the rally club.
2.47.
Yeah, and hello from Spain. Hello to Spain, not from Spain. I wish I was in wonderful sunny Spain right now. But weather here in the Rhine area in Germany also gets quite nice next week. Yeah, this corner, getting the right apex, hitting the steering in the right moment, quite crucial. And also the correct application of brake force. Yeah, and here, brake too late. Lost almost half a second. So we have to get used to this car and to this track a bit more. But with a 1 hour race, there's some time. And we can use a lot of curb here. Game won't punish us for that. And here you have to be a bit patient, otherwise you are too wide on the left. So just a bit of patience before you engage the throttle again. Also here, like very linear power output, and then we can hit the track limits just as is. And in race pace, 142 I guess could be okay, but we are still a second off.
3.02.
Swan in the meanwhile in the Ferrari, 140.4, that's quick. Yeah, this curb easily lets your car slide over it. So let's hit it this time. A bit later. And now on throttle. Yeah, that was good. Shows immediately in the delta. Take the curb on the inside and then get on throttle as soon as possible, because we can use all the space here on the right side. So we'll have a 1 hour race right after the qualifying. And we will have to pit. It's like 10% or so of the virtual energy that is missing to get through the race on a full tank of fuel. Well, we're getting to the balance of the car now a bit more. A bit smoother with the steering inputs, helps a lot. And here we are, like 7/10 quicker than last lap. In race pace with 70 liters. I think that's good. Gives me some hope for the race. Yeah, majority of the drivers
3.13.
already in the pits. 40 seconds left in practice. Yeah, that was a on point hitting the brake marker. Very good. Yeah. Yes. We're getting there. Just stick to the right. It's the easiest you can do. I think there are more valid lines through this long right-hander, but just keep it on the left, keep it on the right is the easiest and safest option. With the Porsche at least. Don't know how it's with the Mustang. Might tend more towards understeering maybe, depending on the characteristic and brake balance maybe of the car. If you have little like micro brake inputs, you can also stabilize that one probably. Now we have to try to be on that edge with the traction control activation. A bit far. Ah, here we go. Quali over. Let's see what the chat has to say today. Yeah, Sig Racing, greetings, Elmar, Bruno, Spain and Portugal, a lot of rain. Oh, and AFAR productions from Malaysia. Wow, greetings to Malaysia. That's nice. Let us know, guys, where you're watching from today. And thank you for joining our stream. So we're in qualifying now. So I'd say first half of the qualifying, I'll be on screen and then I handed the microphone to you, yeah? Okay, it's cool. Yeah, cool setup here today in our office with our rigs. Feels a bit strange, someone sitting next to me here while racing.
It's not that often that you get to yell at someone in person that you're actually racing against.
Yeah, thank you, AFAR. Well, then let's load the quali setup and see what we can bring to the table here in Fuji. Yeah, talking about Fuji, our colleague René is just returning right now. He's basically in the plane on the way back to Germany. He had a 3-week vacation in Japan, and I saw that he also visited the Fuji Raceway. Oh, was it private qualifying? Was it private last time? No. Yeah, first we need to warm up the tires. yeah, just hard into the brakes, give the car a lot of rotation, then we'll quickly get some heated up tires. Yeah, here we can also see in this monitor, or in this MFD display, where our tires are right now in terms of temperature and also tire status. Yeah, it's very floaty right now with the cold slicks. Yeah, but since the update in February, it feels a lot better, even with cold tires already. There's the beautiful Mount Fuji, the legendary mountain in Japan. And not oftentimes you are so lucky that it's so clear. So we had also a 3-week vacation last year, and I had a little Airbnb in Tokyo. And on the very last day, when we left basically the apartment to go to the airport, opening the door, and voila, there was the Mount Fuji. And we didn't... From Tokyo, you can see it. If it's super clear, if you can look far into the distance, you can see the Mount Fuji from Tokyo. And that was a truly magical moment. Okay, let's focus on our first flying lap now. Yeah, that was not great. But yeah, the tires will only start working in the third lap. So even the second is not perfect yet in terms of the car's reactivity. Oh, touch the grass a bit on the inside. Yeah, I could have maintained a bit more speed through there, but we are getting there. First lap is already on the radar. 141 by Binsbergen. It's strong. By the way, we should also have our Twitch community stream, the Racing Club Twitch, and that shows you also a external view of what's happening, so that might be perfect on the second screen to watch that. Okay, now the car starts to work perfectly, so I will really focus on that next lap, or the next 2 or 3 laps that we still have with this fuel tank.
Lap 142.29.
Yeah, too early on the throw. Same for the next one. Okay. Second half of the lap was quite okay-ish.
Time 141.26.
Still needs to find some time. That little grass strip costs some time. Ah, no. I'll start again. I will hand the microphone to Yannik.
Oh, thanks. Welcome back to the V8 powered boy. I think I might have had my best lap already, just last lap actually. Because yeah, somehow this thing just kept finding more speed, and now that I start talking about it, I keep losing it. So yeah, right now we're very much in the middle of the pack. So 10th out of 20 cars right now. Still a healthy 1.7 seconds off pole, which is an absolutely insane time. Sub 140. Didn't think I'd see one of these while we're actually streaming this, but yeah, hats off to Swan already in the Ferrari. That is a monster time. Right. Got a few more laps in the tank here, that's not the issue. 6 minutes on the clock still, but a terrible exit to start our next lap, which doesn't help. Well, let's see how it develops.
143.54.
Actually, well, I was about to say right behind Michel on the scoring sheet, but it's still almost half a second. But close enough, I guess. For his pace in free practice, I didn't really expect to be that close anyway. In the end, it's probably gonna be all about surviving that first lap and then just, you know, driving a consistent race without anything spectacular happening, but we know how these go, if you actually mention that, so knock on wood. We're hopefully gonna make it without a turn 1 crash this time, or lap 1 rather. Sebring wasn't turn 1, that was, I think, technically turn 4, I believe. But yeah, no need to repeat that, if you ask me. Alright, so good start to the lap. Terrible everything else of the lap, so tells me there's more in it. Let's try and find some of that, hopefully. To be honest, with the 41.6, I'm already quite happy. Because I didn't think that would happen after my practice runs. thing is we will have one more lap after this one. Time will be enough for that, easily. Question is, can we make something happen with that? Not with this one, I'm afraid. Unless we get the most sensational exit out of the final turn here, which I doubt very much. Not bad, but also not really all that great, so... yeah, should even be good for 2 more laps. Tank should allow for that just about, so let's try. See what happens. Not the cleanest run through the hairpin, but not bad either. See, little things like this curb already cost a bunch of time. Definitely well worth avoiding, ideally. Doesn't seem like much, but, you know, if these cars have traction control and everything, that tends to get triggered in situations like that. One more quali lap as we are going to cross the line with probably like 40 seconds to go in the session. Still very much in the middle in P11 right now, with the next car actually being half a second faster, so we need a miracle here. Crew's ready for pit stop. I don't think so. Crew may be ready, driver ain't though. Keep losing time in this middle sector and I don't know why exactly. It's clumsy combination here, I really didn't like that. That's not the exit. So we're most likely gonna stay right where we are. Namely in P11. Which should be an interesting starting point, really. Or starting position, rather. Because, oh damn, that's close. Only 400ths quicker than Zenkov there. So, yeah. Pretty close in that regard. Not so very much compared to the leaders, but that was to be expected, I guess. Let's see here. We have Michel in P7 with a 41.1. Well done. Where's Connor at? Oh, he's in 14th. Alright, so we put a good like 6/10 on him. Very nice. Greetings, my editorial colleague.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
And,
Yeah, good job, Yannik. I mean, with almost no practice, right? It seems to get a bit more competitive here. Chris rocking a sub 140. It's I'm not the best Porsche. Andrew Hollom, but yeah, Mr. Binsbergen, best Mustang. Fabian also strong here for the McLarens. Oh, I have to get my setup loaded before it's too late, and then we're ready for the race. 1 hour of Fuji. I hope this time I manage the virtual energy in a better way. Let's see. Yeah. And Connor, also good luck to you. Have fun. Yeah, so almost 30 laps should be possible for now, but we will go 34, 36 laps in total. So that won't be enough. So we need to splash and dash towards the end. Do I have... Oh, fuck. I don't know if I have...
I think you'll fire automatically now.
Really?
I hope so.
I hope it fires automatically because I haven't mapped the buttons, I think. Oh no, that will be horrible.
Yeah, I think you do though.
Yeah? Okay, I hope. Whew. Have fun, everyone, and...
Formation lap has
oh yeah,
started.
sounds like the engine is on. Yeah, okay, car's moving. Nice. That's good news. Let's bring up the relative. Yeah, seventh place, not the worst position to start the race. Okay, it tells us to slow down. Erratic driving, uh-oh. Okay, flying start. Good mixture of all of the cars. BMW also next to us. Okay.
Green flag.
Green.
Green flag.
1 hour. Fuji, let's go! Already gained positions. Tires are not as cold as when you start from the pits in qualifying. It's kinda okay-ish. See what happens at Yannik. Okay, there's an attack from the back now. The Porsche of Hollom tries it on the right side. Ah, yeah, he will do it. Let's give him all the space that he needs to survive. Ah, but still gained 2 positions from the start. Nice. Oh, 2 people already in the pits. That's not good. So Yannik, when you feel that you're in the battle, you can always press the button. to correct a lot there. Okay, let's see if we can, with the slipstream, catch up again. It's a second, roughly, to Holm. But the Ferraris in front are going super strong. 2 seconds quicker than we. Oh, wow. It's too much track. I'm too slow. I can't catch the top 4. They are just too good, too much pace. Let's see what's happening for Yannik. How went your race?
Well, so far, so not so great. Because I was a bit optimistic on this clutch that I don't really know. I stalled. So I had to refire the car, catch back up to the queue, even though the game told me to slow down the entire time, and I got slapped with a drive-through penalty for erratic driving. So now I'm at the pretty much at the back of the grid here, together with Clark, who also had the same misfortune apparently, and yeah, trying to regain connection to the rest of the field here. We got 20 seconds or so to Bellafronte ahead of us, which was 22 just a lap or two ago. So I think we're making good progress here, but right now it's a bit of a no man's land race, unfortunately. So yeah, not too much to see here except the gray Japanese landscape basically, but I'm trying my best to change that. From the corner of my eye I can see Michel battling a little bit. That might just be the rear mirror, the left wing mirror that I can see on this left screen there. Not quite sure. It's safe to say Fuji's never going to be my favorite track, but I mean, so far there wasn't too much racing, at least on my behalf, so maybe once that changes, yeah, I might appreciate the track a little bit more. We shall see.
Lap 141.86.
He's sweaty.
Yeah, it's a real stretch to keep the pace and keep in the distance of the other Porsche in front of me. It is almost 1-2 tenths per lap that we are losing. Sometimes he has a little micro mistake, and if we get a really good lap we can catch up a little bit, but Overall, we are just losing a tad every lap. But we can also keep the distance, yeah, quite consistent to the McLaren behind us, which is a good news. So, top 5 it is right now. But it's hard to, yeah, catch up with the top 4. They are just going quicker. Hope you guys enjoy the race. Yeah, so McLaren behind us, almost as quick as we are. I didn't get the full Yannik story, but that didn't sound so good. I only heard enjoying the landscape, which is never a good sign. Yeah, that corner is still a little mystery to me when to balance out the car. So that's really a corner that you have to practice a lot to get right. A long right-hander here in Fuji. I'm really far from being a Fuji expert, not my favorite track to drive. The corner characteristics is not really my cup of tea, I have to admit. Prefer something like Interlagos or especially Sebring. That was my taste. Loved Sebring, but this one not so much, but hey, we have to adapt, we have to master also this track. But that wasn't a great lap. At least virtual energy, quite similar to the rest. Some guys driving a slightly different strategy with a even fuel distribution where they most likely pit towards the middle of the race. But we are losing the next position here. He might not. Okay. After the McLaren, yeah, then is Hardy also in the Ford. They are hunting us down. Yeah, that one felt better this time. Got the hang of it. It's really hard to learn of this track, how much curb to use where and where to accelerate, where to get the apex right. Especially this final corner is so crucial and we lost some time again. So the McLaren will attack again, I guess. 0.4. This time we cover the inside. A bit brake on the late, of course. A bit late on the brake. If you shift down to fourth, you can use that momentum where you get into the RPM, max RPM again, and then the car starts to rotate a bit and you can use that to help getting some weight on the front axle again, mid-corner, and then the car goes a bit better through that one. Yeah, there was too much rotation. Yeah, no grip, front end has no bite. Let's look at the tires. Yeah, front left is suffering a bit. We should be careful driving a bit smoother, otherwise we will lose our front left over time. It's so great. And I also have to adjust my fuel in the next straights. Yeah, the front left is already starting to show age. That's not great. Especially in this so important final turn. We don't get quite the grip on the front left that we want to. Here comes the next attack, probably. The McLaren. We can still hold it, like Hodor holding the door. Like Gandalf, you shall not pass. Yeah, also here you can feel the tire wear already, so we have to be very careful. It's still 43 minutes. I wonder if other drivers have the same issue, or if it's really my driving style, my bad driving style. Ah, shit. We will never ever carry the tires through this race. Too much understeering. Let's see. Yeah, front left, high kph. Higher than the rest, basically, and also a bit hotter. Now the Mustang comes. With these two guys fighting, I will try to cool down the tires a bit. Especially this corner kills the front left. Let's take this a bit more smoothly. Because changing the tires in the pit stop will take too much time, basically. Fuji is really the temple of understeer, and therefore the real mastery lies in driving smoothly. But compared to last lap, we had 1 degree less on the front left going onto the start-finish straight, and it doesn't sound crazy, but sometimes 1 degree can make a huge difference. And now we get attacked by the power horse. That is just quicker on the straights, probably. He got a good pace now. Yeah, you can see he's way slower than us in this one. Wow. Yeah, these cars are so different. I wonder how the BOP balances that out with the virtual energy. I mean, he has also 62%. But probably he needed a bit more fuel, I don't know. It's the interesting part of this. Yeah, he has to brake way earlier than we do here. I mean, in an ideal world, if we can stay in a slipstream. It's a bit late. Ah, come on. Yeah, we missed the slipstream. That's not good. Yeah, he will just go now. Look at him. Look at the gap. Yeah. Yeah, not strong slipstream effect. A little bit, yes, but not as super strong. The next lap I have to start adjusting the pit strategy. Something you cannot yet prepare before the race. Oh, yellow. What happened there? Some car in the grass, a McLaren. It's not a... No, it's a Ferrari. It's a fight for a position. Nice. Hardy has a good pace in the Mustang. Our only chance is to catch up again in the middle sectors. And on the brake. Yeah, this is where we get a bit closer, but that's exactly the sector that I don't like anyway. So maybe I should have gone for the Mustang and rely on this nice power and top speed. At least we stood in that second. Okay, let's start to turn down our virtual energy for the pit stop. Ah! What have I done? Ah, I pressed the ignition! Now I found my ignition. Nice! Yeah, not familiar with the wheel setup here. Like, it's an absolute wonder that he didn't caught us with this. Oh, I have to really focus now. Yeah, with a bit smoother style, the front left feels a bit better already. I think it was just overheating. This McLaren must have thought, what is going on? Why is this guy slowing down on the straight? Is he fuel saving? That's my secret quick guy. He just spun. Maybe he had some damage, we don't know.
Time 143.69. That time was a 143.58.
Okay, while I stabilize and try to find pace, let's also switch to Yannik and see what he's doing right now. Oh, we were with Yannik. Interesting. So you saw Yannik all the time.
That time was a 142.64.
When did you change? Oh, okay, okay. Wow, my seat is squeaking. Wow. Something interesting happening on your side? Oh yeah, then I'll switch back to you. I'll hand you the microphone in the next start-finish lap.
3.21.
Okay, so you guys can now see Yannick's view. But my voice, but we will change that as well. Oh, the understeering starts again.
What's up, guys? Gonna readjust that in a little bit once we're back on the straight here. I hope you can hear me already anyway. So following that drive-through, the early one. Yes, been making some progress, slowly but steadily. And yeah, now battling these two guys, or running behind them anyway, while they battle thus far. But I think I'm faster, so there should be a possibility to slip by eventually. Just gonna snack some of that slipstream. Yep. Alright, that should be better. It's of course always difficult to try and take care not to run into the back of them under braking, of course. So yeah, we're gonna try and pick our battles here. Ooh, the Mustang goes in very deep. Oh, contact between the two. Nothing bad though. Just good old touring car style battling. Even though, ooh, that's not great though. That means both are off actually, and I gain 2 positions. Bien. I'll take that. Although, like I heard Michel already say, the tires are kind of falling off right now a little bit anyway. As you would expect, but changing them isn't really an option either, because we essentially, yeah, would just use too much time in the pits, period. We're gonna make him last until the end, and usually these are easily capable of a double stint. Not quite sure how that's the thing here at Fuji, because you have a lot of very long right-hand turns. This one not so very long, also not so very fast, but final turn of course, and turn, what would it be, 3-ish I guess, the long right-hander. Yeah, those are really taxing on your front left tire. We have Trampe in the pits already. Probably an even split on fuel, so we should gain that position. Next up would be my dear colleague Connor in his Porsche. 16 seconds down the road though, so it's still quite a way to go as we hit the halfway mark of the race. Maybe we can close in on him, but it seems that the relative fluctuates pretty wildly here and there, so it's anything between 16 and 17 seconds over the course of a lap, interestingly. So yeah, let's just see what happens, I guess. I mean, we're on similar virtual energy strategies here, well, the same probably, so yeah, we'll see. Can already tell though, because we're both at 44% now, just after passing the halfway mark of this race, that it won't be quite enough to finish, unfortunately, which is slightly annoying, but what you're gonna do. So it's gonna be a very short splash, no tires, because, like I said, that would just take way too long, and then we'll see where we end up in the end. At least so far there has not been contact, at least not that I was aware of. There was a slightly unsafe rejoin by a Ferrari right behind me. I think that was close but not in contact, so all good. Someone has left the race, so that means up to P13 we go. Probably crashed then, I suppose. That's a shame. But, yeah, I won't complain about a free position, that's for sure. Just under 28 minutes remaining now. Too wide here. But yeah, that's what I was talking about at Michel as well, I think. These tricky apexes here. It's so weird once they changed the track up for F1 to return in 2007, I think it was. They went there twice after having had 2 races in the 70s here, I believe, 76 and 77. So they came back in 2007 and once more in 2008 until, or yeah, when the Grand Prix then went back to Japan. Not to Japan, it's always been in Japan, damn it, but to Suzuka, of course. And yeah, this layout is the result of modernization work to attract F1. Sometimes these are very scary words when it comes to tracks. Yeah, it's not my favorite layout in the world, let's just say that. So yeah, Suzuka is definitely the better choice for the Japanese Grand Prix, if you ask me. Like we're maybe closing in ever so slightly on Connor. fuel.
Most low purposes. 0%.
Augustus in the pits, that gets us up to 12th. But yeah, the gap to Connor has been closing a little bit, which is nice. Yeah, still got 11 laps in this tank of virtual energy. Both in the fuel tank, basically, and the virtual energy tank, so that's nice. Stretch this quite a while still. Since there isn't much happening right now, though, let's switch it back over to Michel's view once we hit the straight here, and I get a hand off the wheel to do so. Right, go.
I saw a microphone arm coming my side. In the meanwhile, I spun, but I'm still in the fight for P5. This track is really interesting. I just started to learn a few corners, actually, half an hour in the race. Especially this sector now is a bit clearer to me of what's happening here. This is also where you can be, yeah, if you drive smoother and also kind of use the elevations, it helps massively to maintain the tires as well as, you are almost as quick as if you would push hardly, but you save way more tires and sometimes even smoother. Yeah, meanwhile, I had already 5 seconds to F Rot in the McLaren, so we are keeping up again. I got closer already since I had this little spin. Was actually in the last corner, kinda. But we're still in the fight. It was not a full spin, I just lost the car and basically got sideways. Had to recover. This car is so sensitive to Porsche. You have to really like master the characteristics of this one. It's so interesting, so detailed. Love it. Yeah, this sector is really good. Look how much time we just got closer. I feel like we can win a lot on the brakes. Not so much on the faster bits, especially here. Quite a chance to keep up with the McLaren and the Ferrari. Can really see his back now again. we also have to be careful with that BMW in the back. And then, meanwhile, some of the guys in P5, there was a BMW, Hubertus, and he had to pit already. Like, he was on 0 virtual energy. Probably he messed it up, I don't know. So that's 0.9 already here in the back of almost a second quicker last lap and half a second quicker than the 5th. That's good. That's a foundation that we can build on. Porsche is so good on the brakes. But in the Porsche you have to be a good trail breaker. That's for sure. I feel like I'm more suited to the front engine cars. LMU shows that again. It was always my feeling. Oh, yep. That was a bit too early. Yeah, the way ABS and TC works in LMU is fantastic. Getting the fine details and the feel for the systems to work with the systems. I feel like there's no other sim that does it so well right now. Yeah, it starts getting a bit slippier. Whew. Yeah, that's not the straight where we win a lot of time now. Yeah, let's look at the tires. 52% in the front. Left.
That time was a 1:40.
I don't know when the tires start to really... when they stop to work, basically, in LMU. The BMW was maybe a bit too late on the brakes. We kinda blocked also the inside. Oh, too far off. Yeah, we got a half a track limit, okay, half a warning. Our first one, that's okay. So what does the virtual energy say? We still have like 5 laps after this one. Is there an open door for us? Ferrari and Mackie fighting. It's a nice group of 4. Reminds me of last week's race a little bit, when we had this 4 group. Sebring. Okay, let's see. If the slipstream does anything. We know we have good braking capability, but not too sure. We must run some crazy wing. We have the inside. We have a good exit. Can we get even 2 positions now? That would be insane. No. I wonder if they also struggle with tires by now. Even the BMW got through. Roth dropped positions. Oh, it was too late. No! Oh no, I lost the car. Or almost again. Yeah, I just was too late on the brakes. Ah, but we know that we have the pace. We can get these 3 guys in the last 15 minutes. That's my mission now. Full focus now. On the grass. Use the curb. a little bit to get the car rotate. Yeah. It's a bit more clean driving. Yeah, virtual energy-wise, our splash and dash is a bit longer than theirs, probably. That's not too promising, to be honest, so we need a really good on-track performance now to get the P5 position. Come on. Oh. Ah, this car is such a beast. Still 1.5 away. We need to get back to those like 142 point something laps. Then we can probably catch up again. 3 more laps before the pit stop. Pit stop should be set up in a good way, like 6 laps. I can probably lower this a little bit even. There's also another one inside. Is that lapping already, or is that already P3 or P4? Only 20% is enough. Okay, there's another Ferrari. Who's that? Okay, that's a lap. Lapped car. Standing in our way a little bit, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, it was all good. We still have the top 5 inside. Yeah, front left doesn't feel great, but I guess it's manageable. Okay, 2 more laps, and then we have 5 laps to go. I'll be safe, going for 6. Yeah. 22%. Yeah, we fight for every inch here of this group in front of us. Okay, final lap before the stop. Are they all pitting? No. Little tactic games here already. What just came to my mind is that I didn't even practice the pit entry. Okay, the pit stop was requested automatically. So I will re-request it now. Crew is ready, that's good. Yeah, 20% it is. Press the wrong button. Shit. I won't change the tires. They feel not good, but for these final minutes, they should just last a bit longer. Yeah, time for a pit stop. Yeah, right now it looks like a P7. We'll see. Okay, there's the Mustang.
That time was a 150.39.
Yeah, maybe 17% is enough. There's collision, by the way, also in the pits. We have to pit like this. Okay, strange. That was a bit unexpected that we have to be so... Okay, someone got a drive-through. Sorry for speeding in the pits, but that pit stop went quite well. And we should have enough... Yeah, 5 laps of fuel. That's enough for the rest, I guess. So we are quite safe now. So finally, calculation... Oh, there's Yannik. A wild Mustang appeared. You can feel that even during that relatively short pit stop, the tires cool down a little bit. Yeah, but Yannik also has to pit this lap. Let's get to his view, actually. Yeah, there he goes. That brings us back to P10, or the top 10 at least. We have 4 liters left. And will there be more people? Yeah, there's Belane, the Ferrari, just coming out of the pits. Yeah, he had a quicker pit stop, it seems. Yeah, I have to brake a bit earlier now. The tires are just going down the bin. Front left especially. 5 minutes. What happened? Corner spun. Okay. Oh no.
That time was a 1:43.26.
Corner spun. Yeah, laps are getting slower, but tires are not that healthy anymore. Let's go. Final stretch. Yeah. I think the secret sauce in the Porsche is to use two elements of rotation in perfect harmony. That's one, the brake application, but then it's also the downshifting technique in combination with the braking that you really have to nail to get this rotation. And if you get that right, you will also save a bit more of the front tires, because I drive it too aggressively. I'm pushing too much over the front tires. It's my feeling, at least. Especially on this track, that's quite crucial to get right, because Fuji highly credits this kind of right shifting and rotation through downshifting. So important. Yeah, it looks like we will end up in P8. Yeah, if I didn't have the two stupid mistakes, then could have been in the top 5, maybe. But it's quite competitive out here in our racing club. Yeah, it starts to get way floatier with every lap now. So yeah, I don't know if that is the final lap or not, I hope. Otherwise we're in deep trouble. But it seems like we have a problem. Because the leader will just cross the finish line. Oh, I thought it would be 35 laps, but the leader is too quick. Oh no, man. That can't be true. I should have gone for a safer stop. Oh no, man. Ah, no. Where's the leader? Oh no, the race is over. The race is over. Oh, I'm so glad now. Whew. Okay, that's it. White flag. Or is it 1 hour plus 1? No, right? Huh? Again? Okay. So it's over, yeah? Okay. Yeah. Next time I will be more safe, that's for sure. That's the big learning of today. But Fuji will not be my favorite track after this, I can tell you. It's quite, yeah, quite a lot of work. Is there someone has to go into the pits? Did the Ferrari just get into the pits? Oh, no way! Belan went out of fuel, so we're P7, no? Are we? Why did he go into the pits? I don't get it. Have you seen the Ferrari just going into the pits? Crazy. But we are still P8, I think. So he crossed the finish line in the pit lane. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, wow. Interesting. You're still driving? Okay. Yeah, Gunnar, I agree to your comments. Oh, P10 for you. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Congrats to Chris for the win. Great job. But he was the quickest overall, like also in the qualifying, crazy performance. And Andrew as well. Andrew made it 2 seconds. So Andrew, the guy that we also fought a while in the beginning of the race. So this is where we could have been. But realistically, it would have more be like P5, I would say, if we hadn't had the spin, yeah. Then, yeah, pace-wise, I think we were equal to Will in P4. But yeah, congrats to everyone, and also to the ones that finished the race, yeah, lower in the field. Let's see final results here. Yeah, but it was great fun again. Great fights. I'm a bit sad with my mistakes, but yeah. What happened to you in the beginning then?
Driving penalty because I stalled when we got going.
Ah.
The game slapped me for erratic driving. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just trying to close the gap. Didn't even go that fast, like 90 kph or something. And the game just told me to slow down, despite being a literal kilometer between me and the guy ahead. And then it just got slapped with the drive slow. So
Connor had a Teams message minimizing his enemy.
No way.
Who was at fault? Let us know, Connor. And, yeah, to all the rest of you. Yeah, Yannik is hidden behind. Yannik will also say goodbye. Maybe he just can come.
I can just come across.
And then we will end this live stream.
Don't want to trip over any wires because welcome to the wireless age.
OC Racing?
Word?
On
Can you
Teams?
actually see me? Oh, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, we are pretty red. Pretty purple from the LMU main menu now, but that's how much we that's how hot we got.
Yeah.
So guys, enjoy the rest of the day. We have to head home now. It was a long day here, and 2 beautiful live streams with you guys today. Thank you for your support. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Yeah, that is a like, basically, thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that bell, and also visit OverTake GG. There were a lot of news today about Moza unveiling also new stuff, and yeah, there's more coming in the next few days. And also a review of the pedal set that I drove with today, and it was fantastic. The rumble motors gave me some pretty good feedback. So that's on Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.